Welcome back to KwasiBOLD TV. Thank you so much for joining me once again. And if we're a new person, welcome. Please share, subscribe, like, notification bell. Thank you so much for joining me. LFC Vybes. We're just gonna do a UCL version. Liverpool had to play Porto in Portugal today, and it was some magnificent game that was out there. We will discuss a little bit about what happened because there was a lot of drama in the Champions League today. So guys, thank you so much. I mean, the first half, let's go on the first half. It was pretty, first 10 minutes, I would say Porto came in with an, good intention. I mean, they lost, what's his name, Pepe in the warm-up, and then during the first 15 minutes, Octavio, with somebody that I guess Liverpool was looking at over the summer. I really wanted to see him play and see how his game is, if it fits LFC. But the first 10 minutes they play well. They were making moves. Their passes were good. They were controlling the ball. But one thing that I like about LFC is we were very patient, watching. If you were neutral, you'd be like, oh, LFC is in trouble. But one thing that people need to understand, and even our fans need to understand, that LFC, it's a cerebral team. They are patient and look at what you're doing, and then they go off that. They don't just gang press because everybody thinks that's all club's team does. No, they are very, very methodical on everything they do. It's not all about press, and get the ball and try to score. No, LFC does methodical stuff. But getting on the game, the first half, eventually, after the 10 minutes, we started getting ourselves back into, getting ourselves into the game. We were holding the ball, a low ball. There was no rush. Very cool, calm, collected, just like VVD. He was controlling everything from the back. Allison was making sure that they were on point. And of course, we lost Trent during training. So Milner had to deputize for him, and he did a wonderful, wonderful job. I mean, everybody was talking about Diaz and how Diaz is, Trent is going to fare against Diaz, but just like Zaha, he didn't do nothing against Milner. That man is somebody special. We started controlling the ball, and then when we got into our rhythm, guess what? Go. Same thing like I've been telling you guys, the club has been telling these guys to react faster than everybody else. Salah's goal was just beautiful. I mean, the man is what? At the time, he was 3 goals away from catching up to Steven G. The whole team were excited because of what happened over the weekend. They know they dropped the ball, but they got their head back in the game and did exactly what Klopp told them. Second ball again, Mane. Mane is getting back to old Mane. He's not there yet. I will give him about 75, 80% old Mane. The person that I wanted to, at the first half, the person I wanted to give a big shout out was just Fabinho was just doing, like, he was pulling a masterclass on how you play defensive midfield. He was everywhere. He had the ball calming down, and that was what was missing against Brentford. But we move on. Curtis is also another player that I just want to say, this kid is going to be. Now, are you LFC fans, are you guys understanding why a club just don't want to waste money? It has nothing to do with FSG not trying to support him. They just don't want to waste money. They saw the talent in Curtis and Elliot, and they were like, we can do something special with these 2 kids. And look at them. They are under 22, and look, they got 10 years in this, and they haven't even reached their peak yet. I mean, today, I was thinking I was going to give Fabinho the man of the match, but Curtis just, I don't know where, especially in the second half. The second half, when we came back, same thing. We didn't rush. We didn't do anything ridiculous. We didn't just go and attack, because everybody's expecting that from LFC. But guess what we did? We calm. I don't even think we pressed anything. We just stood calm. We were very pragmatic. When we got the ball, we control it. Then we move on to attack. And when we get a chance, we take a shot. second half when we make a few subs, Milner was subbed off, we brought Gomez in, Salah and Mane was subbed off to bring Bobby and Minamino in there also. Ox also brought into the match. I mean, Klopp, after where we were at the time at 3-0, Klopp was looking at Saturday's game. He knew these guys were going to take care of business because at the 60th minute he started subbing a lot of people, and that's something that we never see from Klopp. Things are changing with him, and guess who comes in? Bobby, first touch, go. And then guess what? He scores another one. From what's his name? Jones did. Ball comes in, goalie's off his line. Kick the ball. I didn't even think the ball was going to pass the net. The goalie ran. I can tell you how slow the goalie was because that ball was just like he literally tapped it into the net. So I'm not really going to discuss on the chronological of how the match got. I'm just going to be vibing with you guys. And we're just going to talk about how the game was. And the funny thing is, one thing I was looking through all the past matches, we beat them 5-0, not last year, but the year before. I think it was the year we went to Champions League final. It was the same three people who scored today. That game, I think Mane had a hat-trick, Bobby scored, and Salah scored. Today, Bobby scored 2, Salah scored 2, Mane also scored 1. And I think last year, did we play them last year? I believe so. Guess what? It's the same people who always score the same goal. So, I mean, when we're going in, everybody thought it was going to be an easy match, but Klopp was like, nope, this is not the same Porto that we have been playing. But guess what? The guys were so good. And of course, they had some few injuries that didn't go their way. But if we're going to say that Brentford was not just the reason why we didn't do well because we didn't play well, then we need to say it the other way around and say, yes, they had some injuries, but guess what? LFC played so well that it didn't matter whether they had the injuries or not. That's how good our boys were today. Yes, Porto had some chances, they scored a goal, but I don't think there was a threat. After the second goal, the match was pretty much over. So I mean, our boys are right now, they're on a mission. And yes, once in a while they tend to, and I believe it's because it gets so easy for them. And you could see that with the AC Milan match, and you could see that with the Brentford match. They knew it looks so easy for them that they lose their head sometimes. And VVD will even tell you that that is one of his Achilles heels. He's like, sometimes I get bored and he started wandering all over the place. So when LFC even play better when we play harder teams. To me, man of the match is going to Mr. Jones. Mr. Jones. Mr. Jones, he had something going on with Porto today, in Portugal today. This kid is going to be something. I mean, this is Steven Gerrard was right. This kid he's different. He's different. And when Elliott comes back, I'm telling you, Klopp knows what he's doing, guys. Stop whining, oh, we need to buy this, we need to buy that. Today, I'm listening to some people because they heard that LFC is looking into Yves Bissouma from Brighton, and people are like, well, we need to go. Hey, guys, what happened to Saul? He can't even get a game time with Chelsea. All right? So trust Klopp. I told you, he's an artist. He knows what he's doing, and y'all should not tell him what he should do, who he should buy. But guys, the match was beautiful, 5-1. Next match, Atletico in Madrid. So that one is going to be, if we could beat them, then we are basically qualified for the next round. Then we don't have to worry. And then the next match, we could make a lot more, changes. Guys, share, subscribe, like. Let's talk more about the rest of what happened. Because like I said, normally I don't talk about any other teams except LFC in the US, the UCL. But today there was some drama. So let's look at some teams that played. So of course, Ajax, Besiktas, we're expecting that. Shakhtar, Inter, I was expecting Inter to do better, but hey. Milan and Atletico, that one was something that, I mean, VAR, I don't know how you came up with that penalty kick, and a red card also, suspect, because Milan was basically winning. If Milan had won that match, or both of them had drew. That means Liverpool had qualified after winning this game, you know. But hey, old dude Suarez comes back and put a ball in the back of the net last minute. RB Leipzig, how do you lose to Club Brugge? What's going on with Leipzig, man? Ever since Nagelsmann left, you guys have not been doing too well. What's going on? Of course, you know, Porto and Liverpool, we know what happened, 5-star. Dortmund pulled 1-0 away from Sporting. Yeah, they were, I think, yeah, they were in Dortmund today. PSG versus City. That was the game of the night. I don't know what's going on with City, but they need to watch out. They need to watch out. I don't know how. I mean, we got to give WhatsApp to PSG because they played as a team. That's something that nobody was expecting. They played as a team and they did very well, you know. And the funny thing is, they parked the bus, and all they did is just give the ball to City. And when City messed up, they hit them on a counterattack. And I believe both goals was based on a counterattack. You know, Messi scored his goal today, you know, to shut them haters up. You know, the man is still, you know, figuring himself out. And it's kind of weird looking at Messi in the PSG jersey, especially wearing the number 30. Maybe that's why he's not playing well. And then who shot the sheriff? What's going on with Real Madrid? What's happening? Don, sheriff really in the Bernabeu? Wow, I need somebody to leave me a comment down below or some Madrid star to tell me what happened. How did Madrid lose to Sheriff? Unbelievable. I mean, I don't even know where Sheriff is from. And not just me being honest. And they beat Madrid. That's amazing. This is the beauty of the game, yo. This is what makes football so special. But guys, hey, thank you so much. Thursday, we're going to be back. We're going to preview the big match on Sunday, which is Liverpool versus Man City. City lost today, so, you know, they're trying to, you know, they're going to come up. They're not coming there to play at all. They want revenge. That's a wounded animal. LFC also dropped the ball on last week, and we know that we got Chelsea and them other teams chasing us. You know, so we're going to be able to, we'll have to stay on our game and make sure that we win that match so that we could put 4 points between us and City. So guys, thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate you guys. Please share, subscribe, like. LFC Vybes today. Archie, KwasiBOLD. Peace.